Hi, hello and welcome to Listening Hack. I based this name on a metaphor idea that I had. So what is a computer hacker? Well, it's a guy who can, you know, find a backdoor into a protected system. And then you might be wondering, but what does that have to do with listening? Well, when you're in the early stages of your development with the language, or even if you're at the more advanced stages, there are people who, in spite of advancing their knowledge of grammar, in spite of reading quite well in English, they still struggle when they watch the news on TV or they try to watch some films, some series. And I want to teach you some hacking techniques. In other words, you're gonna act like a hacker. So you're gonna try to find a backdoor into the system. You're gonna try to penetrate, to break through and extract the information. And let me tell you something. For me, it's very important to give credit to to the person who actually taught me this. I learned this with a student, and it's a funny story. One day I was teaching an English class, and my student turned to me and he said, "Hey, teacher, can I ask you a favor? Can I make a suggestion? Is it okay if you reduce the speed, the playback speed? Instead of playing at a normal speed, can you reduce to about 75%?" And so I did. I said to my student, "Yeah, why not?" So let me show you how to do that. You come here to this settings icon and you click on it. And then you go into playback speed and you go from normal speed to 0.75. In other words, you're going to reduce the playback speed by 25%. Well, the cool thing about this is that reducing to about 75% doesn't compromise your viewing quality too much. I mean, it's slightly different, Some parts get a little bit weird, but it doesn't compromise too much. It's still fun to watch. And so that's the first thing you do. You just reduce the speed and play it again. Like this.
You broke Joey's chair? Yeah. I thought I broke Joey's chair. That's why I replaced it with mine.
Oh, that's how it got fixed.
Did you notice how some words get, by simply reducing the speed, those words, it's almost like they're emphasized, because when the actors spoke those words, they emphasized them a little bit more than the others, but we sometimes we fail to notice that because it's so fast. And now with the lower speed, it's almost like these things get highlighted, and it really gets easier to understand. But let's suppose you're still struggling. So my advice to you is go back, play this a couple of times with the reduced speed. And if you're still struggling, the next step is to go into settings again. And this time you're going to adjust the subtitles. Okay, so you're going to turn the subtitles on. But watch this, you can go into options and then change the font size. And it's really amazing because you can really blow it up. It can go to as high as 400%. They get huge. And I think it's good because, the words really, they really stand out, and you can get the sound and then identify the words they're using. And then after you do that, you adjust the setting, you turn them on and listen to the same part again.
But I broke Joey's chair.
Whoa. You broke Joey's chair?
Yeah.
I thought I broke Joey's chair. That's why I replaced it with mine.
Oh, that's how it got fixed.
Isn't that awesome, the way she pronounced fixed? Even, especially when you were learning how to pronounce regular verbs in the past, with the suffix ed, which for us Brazilians sometimes it gets a little bit tricky. But here, Rachel is teaching us. She's teaching us the right sound. So the sound of ed in this case is more like the sound of a T. She said fixed. It's got a T sound. And when you do that, when you reduce the speed, That sound is kind of highlighted, and it's so much easier to understand. Well, I don't know about you, but I think this is awesome. I think this is really cool. It's a very cool thing that you can do. And it makes your life a lot easier. So that's why I think you should do that. It's like you're training your ears. It's like you're really adjusting your sound system so that you can get more information. Like I said, you're hacking the system. You're really penetrating it. You're really going into the system and accessing the information. And then, of course, this is the tool that you're going to use. Because in the future, what you really want to do is this. You want to turn off the subtitles. You want to set the speed back to its normal playback speed and listen to it again.
But I broke Joey's chair.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You broke Joey's chair?
Yeah.
I thought...
And then you just ask yourself, did it get easier? Was it easier for me now to understand all the key words, all the key ideas that they used? The fact is, some people get a little bit skeptical, I think, because when I suggest this, they go, okay, Alfredo. But you see, well, now I understand, of course, because, my brain knows all the information that is there. I kind of, I guess it's just my memory. I know because I remember, then that's all. Well, then it's very simple. Let me give you a suggestion. Put this video aside. Go and do the same thing for other videos. Forget this video for about 1 or 2 weeks, a month if you want. In about a month, go back and listen to it again at the normal speed. I bet you're going to understand a lot. If not everything, you're going to understand a lot. And that's going to be an awesome experience. So that's my advice to you. See you in our next episode. Bye for now.